All right, YouTube. I got that 410 revolver pretty much done. I know the lighting in here sucks right now. I'll post a better one later. Here's the leather stock wrap that I made. Told a little bit in front, put the 3-round holster on it. Spliced it up front. Did the rear palm, and I did a butt stock to match. Splice that all on there, just so it kind of looked unified. Didn't have this weird piece on here that it just wouldn't match anything else. I know you can't see it because of light, but I brass plated the bolt handle, the load gate handle, the trigger, and this front piece underneath this forward stock. What happens is cylinder's locked in place. Bolt comes back, cylinder pops back, rotate it, and it automatically hear how it locks in place. Push the bolt forward, bam, back, just rotate it and watch it. It'll pop right in place. Pops right in place, push it forward, and shoots. Then you got your load gate right here. It's just a cool little project. It was real fun to do. It was real fun to build. It was real fun to figure out how to make everything work together in unison. There's a couple things. That's why it's taking me so long to get it done. There was a couple things that, to be honest, I had backwards. You know, like I thought to have it spring loaded on the front side as opposed to the back was the way to go. That way, when you pull the bolt back, it would always come back. And it turns out that wasn't the way to do it, because then it wouldn't pop forward and lock in place. You had to pull it back manually, turn it, or you had to turn it and then push it forward and hold it forward to get the bolt in. And it was just too cumbersome. It didn't work out as well as I liked it to. So I remade another one of these cylinders right here and milled it out for the rear side and spring loaded it in the rear. So it always is forward. Like I said, right now you can just turn it and it locks in place. See that? And then push forward. And then there's no breech gap here. When this thing's locked forward, there's no gap. It falls up into this sleeve. It's about that far into the sleeve and completely seated up against the barrel. And it's completely seated in the back up against the bolt. So there's absolutely no place for any gas or shot to expel except down the barrel and out the other end. All in all, it's a 19-inch barrel from this point forward. I may cut it down a little bit to 18. I don't know. And I may even, because the state laws, they include the chamber as the barrel. So I may come back here and measure it out to 18, which will bring it back to about here, which will have a cool short little look onto it. But at that point, I can't really use it for a whole lot. It's just kind of a showpiece. And to be honest, I made this to use. So, I mean, the original pieces from the original gun, which I don't know if I explained it to y'all or not, but it was an old Mississippi Valley firearms 16 gauge single shot break top. And it was exactly like all the other break tops are made. The receiver was real big. It came all the way up to here. I cut it completely across here. I cut the entire top off of it. Welded all the holes shut on it because I didn't like the original internals. I made my own internals to accept a sear for this bolt I made. That way, because it was originally with a hammer. And just like all of them are, I mean, they're all basically built exactly the same. They got different names on them, but they're all basically built the same. Some of them have push button brake, and some of them have the lever. This one had the lever. Anyway, I cut that down, and you guys saw in the other videos, the rear stock, how it was just dilapidated in the front. I cut it, I pinned it. There's 3 pins, and they're about 1.5 inches back on both sides, and then drilled through that. So this thing's more sturdy than it was when it was new in this front section. Like I said, I went ahead and made the palm grip here. And you can't see it real well, but I spliced in this rear section. I gave a little bit more of a curve back here to fit me a little bit better. That way it looks unified and it matches real well. And I thought it needed something a little extra, so I went ahead and, like I said, I do a lot of leather work. So I made this little stock cover right here, tooled it in front, put 3-round on it. I'm going to make a strap that matches this. It comes back here and then mounts to right here. I'm going to tool the whole thing and stitch the outsides of it with some leather so it all matches. I did not put a spring-loaded ejector rod on here. And I may in the future, I don't know yet. I've put a handful of rounds through this so far, just today, but Shoots real well. I don't have one cylinder bad on it. I was worried that maybe I'd have one or two cylinders that didn't quite work as well, but because everything's handmade. Even this charging handle for the bolt, that was just a piece of DOM tubing I chucked up in my drill press and just used my files and just shaped it with a file, turned it into my drill press. I was calling it my vertical lathe. Anyway, it's a cool gun. I like it, but I had some ideas last night sitting there looking at it that I think it could be a little better. And that's kind of my curse, man. When I get stuff done, it's never really done. I always see about 15 things I like to do to it afterwards. What I think I'm going to do to it is I'm going to cut this barrel down towards 18 inches from the beginning. And I think I'm going to make a sleeve that comes down over this whole thing of real thin wall tubing, thin stuff. Like, I want to say conduit. I'm not going to make it out of conduit, but the idea, the thin wall round tube. And I'm going to drill it all out like a heat shield. And I'm going to brass plate that and put it over from basically the front of these cylinders up to the front of the barrel. That will keep the barrel black. So I have this nice brass plate going up to it. I think it'll look good. It's a little fancier than some of the stuff I like to make, but I wanted something cool. I want to build something that was kind of a cross between like Mad Max and an old cowboy movies. So this is what I've come up with. This is my 410 bolt. My bolt revolver hybrid. 5-shot. See, all I got to do is just turn it. And it locks into place. And it doesn't go anywhere there. And then when the bolt comes forward and locks, it is absolutely solid locked up. I've had factory revolvers that did not lock up as tight as this does. Like I said, it just, this is the exact same bolt, by the way. If y'all are wondering how the bolt works, just go through my page and you'll see a video on my 12-gauge bolt. And it shows how the firing pin and the bolt goes together. This is built the exact same way that one was. I really, really like the way that one worked out, so I'm not going to deviate from that design at all. It's efficient. It's absolutely solid. There's very few moving parts. It's very easy to maintenance, and it's easy to make, to be honest. If you really watch what it is, you'll see that it's just super easy to make. I mean, any of you guys out there that have a rudimentary knowledge of some metalwork can make it. And I like it. I mean, I'm going to continue to use it on some more. So as of right now, this is it. Like I said, I'm going to do some more work to it, y'all. And I'll get it back online after I get something done to it. And who knows, man. I say I'm just going to do something to the barrel, but I know me. And I may very well end up cutting something else off this thing. Hell, I may take the cylinder off of it and put a magazine in it. I really don't know yet. Now that it's done, I may see to do something else to it. So that's kind of the way it goes. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys dig the videos. That's the big thing. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like a lot to y'all, but I was looking yesterday, I think it was, and it said I had 80 subscribers. The fact that there's 80 people out there that care enough to follow and see what I'm doing, that's amazing to me. I know a lot of you guys are probably laughing at that because you got 25,000 people following you. I can't even fathom having that many people interested in what I'm doing. But the fact that 80 of you guys out there that's amazing. And every single one of you guys, I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think and give me some feedback on maybe some ideas you'd like to see me build. Because, I mean, as of right now, I just build the stuff that's in my head. And, I mean, I might not have that great of an imagination. So, if one of you guys has a cool idea, something you think that would be kind of cool, now keep it reasonable. Like, I'm not going to build a flamethrower or anything like that, even though I'd like to. Keep it reasonable and keep it legal. And I'll see maybe about building it. And if any builders are watching this, I'm really wanting to get together with a handful of you guys online and do like a build off. Like something simple, I mean, I don't personally like Derringers at all, but it would be cool to maybe build one and have a bunch of us just maybe like a center fire Derringer, build it however you want to build it, just keep it legal, and maybe have a bunch of online guys. A bunch of people vote on it online and see, I guess we can call somebody a winner, but as long as everybody's participating and building something cool that they love, I kind of think everybody's winning, but it'll help everybody get a little bit of publicity to their page and stuff. So any of you builders out there interested in that, holler at me. I'd like to get at least 4 or 5 of you guys before we really did something. But I know this video is running a little bit long. I'll cut it short. I'm sorry. Yeah, anyway, this is it. Y'all tell me what you think. Give me some feedback. Let me know. Likes, hates, don't really care at all. Just let me know. Thanks, y'all. Be careful.